Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of The Last Talk Show. We're diving in deep with the OG, with the legend, Walter P, or Wally P, as some would say. Wally, how you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. We've been doing it for a while, folks. Walter's been around since the inception of the show, so we're going to dive right deep. We don't have much time to waste. Some of the most polarizing topics plaguing our nation today. We're going to begin discussing Sonya Massey.
Rest in peace.
We don't even really have to show the video. You probably have seen it by now. Wally, first thoughts?
My first thoughts was the police were doing a good job until they gave an order that she followed, and then things got a little testy and hazy. You know, everything comes when you're nervous, but first thoughts are just hurt. You're just hurt. But my first thoughts honestly was again, and that's honestly a black person's like mentality is it happened again. Oh, they did something again.
And you're right, and it's unfortunate because we almost get desensitized. How much more body cam footage, how much more murders, how much more police
That's a perfect
evil
word.
does it have to take place? We're kind of, the videos don't even shock you really anymore. It is just like, again, you know, and it's a different person every time, obviously. It's not the same. So you want to have that feeling of brokenness, which we do, but at the same time, it's like until something changes, I mean, this is ingrained in the fabric of the nation, you know. And to have some people, this is the worst part, to have some people justifying it, justifying her murder. This is wild.
So with those thoughts, I think they're just weird because I won't lie. She wasn't in her right mind, and she did like pick up that pot of water in a certain position, and it could have got testy. But my whole thing is what is the point of non-lethal force? Like, what is the point of tasers? What is the point of pepper spray? What is the point of all these other things besides a weapon that could end all be all? Like, it can end it.
Well, here's, and you're totally right. There is the taser, which is weird that they have it on the opposite side of the gun, yet it's like, they keep getting confused. This one wasn't, though. This evil cop was not confused. What doesn't make sense to me is that there's only one body cam that was on at the time. Thank God for that one officer.
And whose was it?
Wasn't even the one.
It wasn't
even the one. So, but look at this. So you said she had the pot. By the time he had said, with all of his profanity and just evil that was exuding from him, you know, oh, put it down. She put the pot down. The pot, her hands were up. So if you watch it in slow-mo, which we might show it, I think we will show it.
She grabs the silver pot with red and white cooking mittens. The pot. Her hands are in the air.
If you watch it in slow-mo, you're going to see her drop the pot. Her hands, she dropped the pot of boiling hot water. Some say it wasn't boiling hot. Whatever the case, I think it was boiling hot because I saw steam.
And it was on a fire.
It was on a fire.
And she had mittens.
Dropped it with mittens, right? So she dropped it. You can see her hands. We showed the slow-mo clip. So I don't see that, and that's why he's in jail without bond. Anyone with common sense. So those of you saying, "Oh, I think she was warranted. I think you know, he did what he had to do." Obviously, the people with sense disagree with you. He's in jail without bond, which means he can't get pay a few coins to get out.
Saying he did what he had to do, he didn't even follow procedure.
He didn't. It's evil.
So,
but look, that's ingrained in the system. It's ingrained to think that, well, she should have just followed. She called them to come to her house because she felt she was in danger.
And what did they say to her when she opened the door? She said, "Please don't hurt me." They said, "Why would we hurt you? You called us."
and that's that. It's always it's desensitized, but it's always that. Of course, you have to say, "Don't hurt me," and for them to say, "Oh, why would we or why would we hurt you?" That's what they do.
And they say their names, but how many names do you want us to say until we fix it?
You can't even keep track of all of the names at this point. It's a lot of names.
And that's been since America's birth.
since 1619, I'll say, but probably even before that, because there's some undocumented
that was before America.
You know, well, 1619 was the year they claimed the first colonizers came over, started wiping down Native Americans.
Oh, well, that's.
But I'm saying even before 1619. Just because it's documented, I'm sure some other adventurous whites, Chris Columbus, 1492, thought he didn't discover America. But at any rate, came around and did some terrible things.
Moses and his people.
Oh, well, of course. If we're talking slavery in that case.
But it's a thought. Like it's a yeah. We seen what y'all did. Okay, we see what we could do in America.
Oh, you're saying, well, yeah.
So it's a domino effect.
A lot of the Bible has been used for evil, but you can do that with any book. The Quran. I don't really know Mormons. They might be a little too far off to really believe in some very good things. But at any rate, Sonya, may God have mercy on her soul. The last thing I want to discuss on that.
God bless you, sweetheart. God bless your family.
Hard.
And we're praying for all black people.
It's not easy. Even though
really we're praying for everybody, because that's really how you're supposed to do. You're really supposed to.
Hey, man.
You're really supposed to pray for your enemy, pray for the people you're against, pray for the people you're with. But I just want to like specialize that we're keeping like black people like really put like a special place in our heart. Yeah. Yes, everybody's in our heart, but black people have like.
It's just like the saying "Black Lives Matter." Now, not the organization. The organization is trash.
Yeah, they use
organization is evil. But the statement. Just because, but what about all lives? It's like, no, we're not saying all lives don't matter. Just like when you go to a breast cancer awareness rally. No, but I have lymph node cancer. I have brain cancer. Like, no, we respect you too, but we're focusing on breast cancer right now.
That is very true.
Focusing on our black people that have been, come on, white people, you can't act like black people haven't been done like trash in this country. You can't act like that.
No, John,
you call Jim Crow?
John, that was a perfect analogy.
Oh, yeah. It's
breast cancer.
But it's true.
Like, we don't say... At a breast cancer meeting, all cancer matters. Yeah. Like, no, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month this month. Wear your pink,
Yep. It's not them blue and green.
It's another cancer month, so wear your green. Like, people have specific things for specific times. But
Black History Month, just like we're about to celebrate White History Month. Depends on when I edit this. But there's different times for different celebrations. Right now, we are mourning and grieving and praying for black people.
Wait, so is that a real thing?
Is
White History Month a real thing?
Well, we can dive into that very quickly.
Okay.
There are racist whites who want a White History Month to try to downplay Black History Month. Oh, we whites have done great things. Sure, there are some white people that have done great things, but the last talk show's White History Month approach is honoring white people who have done great stuff for black people and Latinos and Asians and things like that. Because those white people deserve recognition.
Other races, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but not those that just, this white guy made a bike. It's like, that doesn't need to be like recognized on a, if you want to celebrate it, great. But we're talking about those that actually sacrifice something.
If you tell me a white man made a bike, they savages, so I'll be like, he probably took the idea from somewhere.
They even say Colonel Sanders took his
he took
recipe.
The recipe.
That's what they say. I don't know.
He got the recipe.
I can't prove it, but what I can prove is that Sonya Massey was murdered without a cause.
Very true.
And the last thing we got to say on it is when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That just tells
see what he did to him, though. You see what it did to him, though.
The profanity came out. The evil. The
devil.
The devil. Satan.
Like he uses your weakness. He uses your temptations to get. Meaning the devil and Satan. He uses your temptations. He uses your weaknesses to get at you.
Yep.
And that moment, he got at him.
He snapped.
You could tell.
It was like just and demonic possession still exists. We need to make that clear too. There are still demons. Demons are real. Because if you believe in good, you have to believe in evil.
Very
so
true.
A lot of people want to believe, God is it's just God. No, there's a devil. There's demons, right?
Very
so
true.
That dude, I believe he was demon possessed. Even what he said afterward, this belief is crazy.
Yeah, bruh.
That's after you murder someone.
Nah, it was after he shot her and the other officer with the cam was like, let me go help her.
Get the med kit.
And get the med kit. And he was like, nah, that's a headshot, bro. What? Hey.
That sounds like some of the rappers.
You do everything you can
to a rap song. I'm serious. That sounds like.
But no, you're supposed to do everything you can to save that person.
The end goal of protecting and serving shouldn't be to murder. Mainly someone who was no threat to you whatsoever. Boiling hot water? Yes, that's pretty bad. I don't want to be burned with boiling hot water. You approached her with your gun. Watch the video again. They approached her. If I thought you were a threat, am I going to approach you or am I going to back up?
You're going to back up.
I'm going to back up.
100% of the time.
You could ask a little baby. You could ask a 90-year-old. If you see a threat, you should back up. Even if you have a gun, it's still like, yo.
A little cautious. Still backing up.
Let me back it up. And anyway. I know what you're thinking, friends. I want to watch more of his videos. Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've got this video here, which is one of my favorites. I promise you won't regret watching it. We also have this playlist if you just want to dive deep into what we do. Or this video here, which is groundbreaking. Or you can click this if you plan to subscribe, which I hope you do. So thank you for watching, folks. We've got a lot of content just for you. Hope you enjoy.